Asking for is what every family has a right to ask for: security, pensions, benefits, insurance benefits, and a little bit of dignity and respect in working for our jobs. Nobody should have to work 26 days straight without a day off.
Being treated fairly is what we want. There's a right way and a wrong way to do something, and I feel the company's doing it the wrong way.
We have taken cutbacks for years and years and years, and cutback upon cutback. In order to save the company and make it profitable, I think that's worth something.
There's not a better bunch of guys in the whole universe than right here at CF&I. The people that I work with make better steel than anybody in the world.
We're going to stay the course. We're going to stay until we win.
For more than 100 years, Colorado Fuel and Iron has pumped jobs and income into Pueblo, Colorado, where generations of the hardest working people in America earned a living in the steel mill, surviving a national depression, 2 bankruptcies, and adapting to new technologies. All that changed on October 3rd, 1997, when the company's unfair labor practices forced more than 1,100 steelworkers out on strike.
We need a retirement. When we get to 62 or 65 years old, we really need to have something that we can fall back on, so that when we're into our later years, we won't have to scrape the bottom of the barrel to make it from month to month.
We don't have a pension right now. Any of the guys in my age group does not have a pension. We're just left without anything.
It messes up your family life. I just didn't have any. I was working 12-hour shifts for 3 years.
They have a big old sign out there, safety first. How can there be safety if you're so tired that you're falling asleep on the job?
It's not only just for us, it's for the whole community to keep the wages all over town at a decent rate.
Why would CF&I turn its back on the people of Pueblo by provoking a strike? Why would CF&I stoop to the use of permanent replacement workers to run the plant? The answer lies in the fact that management decisions were coming from 1,000 miles away at the headquarters of Portland-based Oregon Steel. Since purchasing the mill in 1993, Oregon Steel has been casting itself as the savior who rescued a struggling plant, never once acknowledging the steelworkers' concessions and hard work that helped bring it back, never once mentioning the plant's steady rise to profitability.
Who brought the mill back from where it was? The workers actually did, I say, because the old management, you had 8 presidents all making 6 figures a year. And when you get this much money going out to people that ain't producing anything, that just isn't economically feasible.
No, they bought the mill. We brought it back through our hard work and double overs and overtime. They might have bought it and they might own it, but they didn't do any of the work to bring it back.
They didn't understand that CF&I, it's a real nuclear family down here. Everybody knows everybody. When they came in, they tried to throw a little military tactics into the whole situation, and it didn't go over very well.
This town has always been a labor union town, and it's going to stay a labor union town, and these people coming from Oregon aren't going to deter from that. They're coming here. They've acted like they've saved the mill, and it hasn't. We've saved the mill. The workers have saved the mill through sacrifices, through concessions.
An independent financial analysis by well-respected economist Randy Barber revealed the truth about the company's claims of poverty. Over the past 2 years, productivity at CF&I has nearly doubled. Labor costs per ton declined by 40%, while output grew by 73%. And the mill is now worth $146 million, a 657% increase in value since Oregon Steel purchased it.
Ironically, the only force, in my opinion, that stands between CF&I and a vibrant future is its current owner, Oregon Steel Mills. Oregon Steel, as best I can understand it, is pursuing a misdirected attempt to control the most mundane aspects of CF&I's day-to-day shop floor operations from its headquarters 1,000 miles away.
Determined to make their voices heard, striking steelworkers traveled to Portland and San Francisco, where with the support of community leaders and members of other unions, they confronted not only parent company Oregon Steel, but the financial institutions that are bankrolling the strike.
Well, Wells Fargo is one of the banks that is bankrolling Oregon Steel. They have a large share of stocks in Oregon Steel. I think it's 1.9 million shares. They also give Oregon Steel a line of credit of $20 million to try to break this strike.
Wells Fargo hopes to profiteer off of union busting.
So on the behalf of the Oregon AFL-CIO and its 125,000 members, we say to the brothers in Colorado, you're not standing alone. We'll stand with you and we'll do whatever's necessary to bring this to a successful conclusion.
The willingness of dozens of individuals to face arrest in cities as far away as San Francisco and Portland sent a strong message to Oregon Steel. Pueblo's striking steelworkers are unyielding in their determination to win a fair contract. They have the backing and support of the community, the entire labor movement, and people of conscience everywhere.
Really good support from the community. All the labor unions have come out. They've walked the picket line with us.
The city of Pueblo has really backed up the strikers, and a lot of businesses have brought out food for the strikers.
They bring us food, they bring us pop. They come into odd hours of the night that we're out here. They're honking at us constantly, giving us the strong sign. These people have just been tremendous.
If we fold, I've had guys from different unions tell me they're going to be next, and I'm afraid of that, So I think for the rest of the community, it's good for CF&I worker today. It's going to be good for the whole community in the long run, for everybody.
I think some of the things I've been seeing among the union members helping one another. This strike, as bad as it is, seems to bring out the best in some people.
It is just totally awesome to see the enthusiasm which each of the union brothers and sisters, handshakes right and left. That is just, if you're talking one, we're one.
We shall not be just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved. All right, give yourselves a hand.
6 weeks into the strike, steelworkers held a solidarity conference, followed by a rally and march on CF&I headquarters. The event drew leaders and members from unions far and wide. Among them were some of the nation's top labor leaders who made it clear that support from the American labor movement is growing stronger by the day.
Give them hell, right? We'll last one day longer.
Because we are workers from many unions, united behind one set of standards. Justice for the working families of CF&I, justice for the working families of Colorado, justice for the working families all across this nation and around the world.
We're not going to be second-class citizens in our own union. We're not going to be second-class citizens in our town. We're not going to be second-class citizens in our mill. That's our mill. We were here before they were. And we'll be here after they're gone.
We're getting by, and with our union brothers and sisters, we're going to hang in there.
As long as it takes. I'll just put on an extra pair of socks and a coat and let it snow.
I understand winter's coming, but, we're all grown men and grown women, and we know how to take care of ourselves, and, need be it, we got to bundle up, but we're not getting off them picket lines. We're going to continue to walk the picket line till we get this resolved. We're not going away. We will be there till the end.
We can hold out longer than they can. I guarantee you.
Our unions, our communities, our strike. Support the CF&I Pueblo strikers. Send contributions to USWA CF&I Emergency Fund, United Steelworkers of America, 1414 Evans Avenue, Pueblo, Colorado, 81005.